Jackie, there is tragedy tonight at a flooded home in Englewood.
Right, police officers were called to the scene and pulled a woman who was trapped in this flooded basement of this home behind me. We're told tonight she's in critical condition at a hospital, and in the last 20 minutes, dive teams were able to get inside the basement and search, and they do not believe anyone else is trapped inside. And earlier, neighbors watched as Denver fire crews worked to drain the water from the basement. Now, 8 feet of water had collected, and it's basically ceiling high, and for several hours, that was too dangerous for divers to get inside and check. Cindy Hartman lives on the top floor, and she says once she realized the water was flooding the bottom floor and nearing her front door, that's when she heard pounding and a woman crying for help from below.
It shocked me that there was even somebody still down there with the water level being that high, but I can only guess that it came in so fast they didn't have time to get out before it got to that level. While I'm on the phone with 911, the sound stopped, and they never sounded again.
And again, the woman at the hospital tonight in critical condition. We don't know if that was the tenant, but a woman that was pulled from the water. She was trapped below, and a lot of cleanup ahead for neighbors here. That quick, fast-moving storm moving through and flooding several homes tonight. We'll stay on top of this story and update you on that woman's condition. I'm live in Englewood. Jackie Crea, Denver 7.
Jackie, thanks. We're all pulling for that woman tonight. And this is bad, but it could have been very, very bad. A car is swallowed by an enormous sinkhole in Sheridan. And tonight, Denver 7 found that this is the exact same patch of road where just 3 years ago, a sinkhole sucked in a police car. Jason Grinauer's on the scene there tonight. Jason?
And good evening to you, Shannon. Just on the other side of that median, that's where the hole is. It's a good 25 feet or so in length. It goes down about 15 feet into a drain pipe full of rushing rainwater, and a small SUV is inside. We're on Oxford Avenue, just to the side of Santa Fe. Take a look at this video taken by a witness. It shows the moment that Toyota RAV4 falls into that hole. Now, the driver of that vehicle was able to get out before that video started as the car began sinking, but before it fell in, she's okay. Her car is still stuck in that pipe, splashing around in that rushing water as the hole occasionally even gets bigger. Police tell us it will likely take another 24 hours or so until they can fish it out. Listen to that witness who took the video describe watching all this happen.
I've never seen, I didn't think I'd go to work one day and see a car fall into the ground. That's pretty absurd. That's a $40,000 down the drain, literally, you know what I mean?
And this is literally just a few yards away from a previous sinkhole back in 2015 when a Sheridan police officer's squad car was swallowed up. Literally the same road, and guess who was one of the responding officers here tonight? That same police sergeant.
My car hit the pavement. My car went straight down about 15 to 20 feet down.
You were okay?
Yeah, I was able to climb out. I got out pretty quick.
Now, a big concern earlier was a gas pipe that runs alongside this sinkhole. The utility company had to come out here. They've since gotten that taken care of. But because the hole is still there, it's so big, and the car is still inside, they say this stretch of road of Oxford Avenue is going to be closed for quite some time. Reporting live tonight in Sheridan, I'm Jason Grinauer, Denver 7.
Just crazy. Thank you, Jason. We're going to keep an eye on both those scenes for you tonight. But now to Chief Meteorologist Mike Nelson, who has issued a First Alert Action Day. And Mike, what a day, what a storm, and more could be on the way.
Absolutely. Let me show you just a few of the highlights today. 1-inch hail in Littleton, the flash flood in Englewood, the tree damage in central Aurora, severe storms in Fort Morgan, 60-mile-an-hour winds out on the plains in Washington County. The lightning has been intense. This is a live shot currently from our camera in Fort Morgan, and they've had a really rough night out there. Last couple of hours, that storm has moved through the Fort Morgan area. We currently have a flash flood warning in effect until midnight for central Morgan County, an area flood advisory until 11:15 for a larger part of Washington and Logan County. Back here in the Denver, it's the same storm. Watch this as it tracks through, moves out to the east of us and becomes very strong out across much of eastern Colorado. Currently, that's where the severe weather is. Tomorrow, it may be another active day. This is the severe weather outlook across eastern Colorado. We're expecting severe storms here, likely northeast corner into Nebraska, scattered storms farther to the west. So the headlines, Strong storms in the plains ending tonight. Quiet in Denver, but more severe weather tomorrow afternoon.
All right, buckle up. Thank you, Mike. And I want you to see this incredible new video tonight at 10. Take a look at what these storms today did down in Durango. This is a mudslide near the 416 fire burn area. In fact, Highway 550 still shut down at this hour because of that. And tonight, DIA is still dealing with delays. Between tonight's storm and last night's severe weather, the airport is still trying to get back on schedule. And at last check, just before we went on the air, 100 flights are still delayed. So if you want to be ahead of the next storm, and there will be a next storm, download the free Denver 7 app and subscribe to our push alert notifications. We'll alert you, our team of meteorologists, anytime they issue a first alert action day, so you are prepared. New tonight, this man is facing charges after reportedly breaking into a home in Longmont about 4 o'clock this morning and sexually assaulting a juvenile. This is Rodrigo Albarn Estrada. Police say he entered the home on Snowmass Place through an unlocked door. Now, the other people inside the home chased him out, police say. He was later arrested at a home in Thornton. Tonight, the man accused of leading police on that slow-speed tractor chase is out of the hospital and in jail. Thomas Bush told a judge today he wants to represent himself in his case. We will update you on what charges are eventually filed against him. Tomorrow, the city of Denver will talk about imposing new regulations for off-leash dogs in places like bars and restaurants, apartment complexes. Now, right now, the city has a law that basically bans dogs from being off-leash, but that's hard to regulate. In the proposal, food and drinks will be restricted within off-leash enclosures, and children under the age of 10 would be banned from going to the places where dogs can roam free. So this is an issue that a lot of us are passionate about, I know. So let's go 360 and take a look at the multiple perspectives on this issue. Now, some business owners who rely on off-leash outdoor patios say this might force them to shut down. And there's also concern that this could violate the Fourth Amendment, constituting unreasonable searches, since enforcement would bring authorities onto private property. Now, the city says they're just trying to be more proactive as more owners and more animals move into town. Now, dockless scooters could be back on Denver streets at the end of the month. Denver Public Works tonight is reviewing applications and is starting to issue permits to several of those scooter companies. Well, new tonight, protesters want to make sure their voices are heard in a meeting tonight on the future of opening Rocky Flats Wildlife Refuge. Tonight's meeting was for the public to learn more about a new round of soil testing at the former nuclear weapons site. And we are still waiting to hear a judge's decision on whether that site will and can be open to the public. Well, tonight, the state issues a cease and desist order to the brand new Seaquest Aquarium in Littleton's Southwest Plaza Mall. Now, the company's CEO tells Denver 7 Seaquest is in full compliance. Several moms, though, told Liz Gilardi they're concerned about the animals inside. Liz?
Well, before the state stepped in, we heard from you and started looking into Seaquest. This undercover video from one of our crews shows what it's like inside. But the CEO for Seaquest defended his business tonight. He made a promise to do whatever it takes to come into compliance, except it might be too late for some moms.
Advertised as an exceptional learning experience, Molly Griffin thought Seaquest would be the perfect place to pass along a love of animals to her daughter.
The people walking around don't really seem to know much. They're just